Hello, and welcome back to the B.E.E Channel podcast, where my objective is to bless, edify, and encourage others to live their best lives. Today, I just wanted to check in with y'all, let y'all know how I've been doing, with this weight loss journey and things of that nature, and just the holistic journey to health and wellness in general. So, yeah, I've really been spending a lot more time with God, and I really do think that it's been very helpful for my mental state to spend this time with God. I feel like I've been growing mentally. I've been reading this book called Knowing God Intimately, and it's really been blessing me and teaching me so much about God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and I feel like I'm growing a lot from it. And it's like to the point where I have to restrain myself and not take too many notes, because I find myself just wanting to write down everything that it says because it's so impactful, everything that's going on in the book. So it's just really been an enlightening experience, and I'm feeling way better than I have felt in a long time in terms of my spirit. Now, mentally, what I've been doing that's really been helping me is Christian affirmations, leaning more away from the meditation aspect and just listening to the affirmations, and stop focusing so much on trying to quiet my mind and just focus more on recalibrating my thoughts and redirecting my thoughts to a good place. But in order to have good thoughts in the first place, you have to get them from somewhere. So it really does matter what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're reading, because those thoughts are what's going to permeate and saturate your mind. So you have to watch what you're watching and you're listening to it, and you're reading. Those things really do get into your head and your psyche and affect you. So really, the journey does start from the inside out in terms of this weight loss thing, y'all. Got to work on your spirit and your mind, and then the rest will follow. Wherever the spirit goes, the body follows, as someone says. Also, now let's move on to the body part of it. Honey child, I learned that I probably can't eat dessert like I want to. I can't be out here let me have apple crisp and ice cream. I gotta pick one. Pick which one will make me fat today, So I have to understand that that really does impact you in your journey when you eat too much of it. You gotta pick a dessert, pick, the carbs that you're gonna have carefully, and really be aware of the carbs that you're consuming, but not obsessed with it. Be aware, but not obsessed. That's what I'm learning about this journey this time around. And as far as the physical aspect, let's backtrack for a second. The protein is essential. When I have that protein, I know it's the difference. I know it's the difference in my thinking and just how I move throughout my day and everything like that. I feel so much better and satisfied when I make sure I get enough protein in my diet. So that's key. But moving forward to the physical aspect, you can't be so concerned with what you're doing, or if you're doing the same kind of exercise that somebody else is doing and things like that. You have to do what works for you and move at your own pace, and give yourself grace as you go through, because today was one of those days where I really didn't feel like it, y'all. I didn't feel like moving, but I did, because I got up late. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I had that little momentary, time of laziness, contemplating. It's like a small window, y'all, where you be like, yo, am I gonna do this or am I not gonna do this? And sometimes it's hard because you be like, yo, you want to lay in bed, but then you my future self is going to be disappointed in me. I got to stop breaking up with myself. That's the most important thing I'm learning about this journey, is that you have to really cultivate and nurture the relationship with yourself. Stop breaking up with yourself, commit to yourself, and really do the work to take care of yourself, and know that you're worth it. You're worth the work, and that's one of the major things that I've been learning about this journey, y'all. So, give myself grace, I may not feel like it some days, but I still do it, and I keep moving. I move for 30 minutes, 5 days a week. That's my goal. And the scale might be lying, and it might be the devil and whatnot, but focus on how you feel, how you look. Just focus on that. Stop focusing so much on the numbers. That's where we kind of get ourselves in trouble, when we focus on the numbers a lot. And I know in terms of like vital signs and as far as health is concerned, the numbers do matter. But when we're talking about the scale, and when we're talking about like if it's like down to like 5 calories that you're worried about, chill out a little bit, relax a little bit, and just make sure you're moving to counteract whatever you want to have, and be like aware of what you're eating, but don't be obsessed, like I said. So that's one of the major things, like really just mindfulness about everything, and kindness, being kind to yourself, acknowledging that you're human, and it's not going to be easy every day, but as long as you keep trying, as long as you keep showing up, let's endeavor to make the enemy mad and keep going, y'all, and keep fighting for ourselves, in this thing called life, So I hope that this blessed you. If it has, make sure you follow and share with somebody else you think could use this information and would enjoy this. You can find me on Amazon, Anchor, Apple, Google, or Spotify if you would like to listen. The information for all my socials is in the description of the podcast itself. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you listening, and I hope you tune in again next time. Peace and blessings.